Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're saying Ray's an industry plant, but we'll see.
Think of the internet like a street performance. Every day, someone steps up with a mic, a camera, a dream, a viral moment, a lucky clip, a spark, and maybe, just maybe, the world pays attention. But most of the time, you're there just long enough to be forgotten. But then came Ray. One day, no one knew who he was. The next, he wasn't just in the spotlight, he was stealing the show.
What's up, GQ? I'm Ray. It's 10 since I can live well.
And while most creators spend years planning their moment, Ray just stumbled into his. Not with strategy, not with sponsors, not even with a camera of his own. Just a nervous smile, a chance encounter, and a little bit of chaos.
Okay, but that seems like the very definition of getting lucky. He seems like he did get lucky, just not through his own means.
See, 500 days ago, Ray wasn't a streamer. He was a student, finishing high school in Taiwan. No followers, no streams, no hype. His nights were textbooks, gaming, Valorant clips, and inside jokes only 3 friends understood. But that changed on July 14th, 2023, the day Ray accidentally walked into internet history.
Got it! Huh? Got it! Got it! Got it! Got it! Yeah! Got it! Got it!
Kaitsunat was live streaming in Japan. The stream had been live for about an hour when he stopped outside a 7-Eleven in the middle of Tokyo, looking for snacks and filming one of his usual chaotic IRL segments. As he
Always
panned
a
the camera
7-Eleven,
around,
bro.
a kid suddenly appeared in frame, nervous, buzzing with energy, and wearing a wide grin. It was Ray. At that point, no one knew who he was. Just another fan hoping for a handshake, maybe a photo. But this wasn't just another street interaction. Their first words were clumsy. Ray's voice cracked with adrenaline, and his hands trembled as he reached out. Kai laughed. Ray laughed. But more importantly, they matched each other's energy instantly. In that mess of nerves and noise, something clicked.
Nah, that's where 7-Eleven is kind of a crazy place to stumble into Kai.
The
But
connection felt real, and instead of
he got
walking
lucky
away,
as fuck.
Ray stayed. He didn't just snap a picture and vanish. He asked if he could tag along, and to everyone's surprise, including his own, Kai said yes. So Ray did, for hours. They wandered Tokyo together, through game stores, back alleys, taxis, karaoke booths. Ray wasn't trying to steal the show, he was just reacting in real time. Goofy, honest, completely in over his head. But the magic? It worked. Ray wasn't trying to be funny. He just was. Raw. Real. Ridiculously entertaining. And the clips? They went nuclear. TikTok caught fire, Twitter followed, fans begged for more. Suddenly, Ray wasn't just the kid from the Japan vlog. He was Ray. After their meetup in Japan,
Bro, the thing about Ray too, Ray is actually genuinely like fucking hilarious. Like I wouldn't watch a Ray stream, but Ray is a funny ass dude, bro. Oh my god.
and everything accelerated. Just weeks after their first chaotic meetup, Kai flew Ray to America for the first time.
You know who did it? Who did it? Got it!
God, dude. Yeah.
It was his
Ray
first
is
time in the
hilarious.
US, and everything felt new. Strange accents, giant portions, and 24/7 cameras. But oddly, it didn't feel like he was out of place. Ray fit right in, like he'd always been part of the crew. He met the rest of the AMP members, tried American food for the first time, wandered through Walmart like it was a theme park.
Bro, I need AMP to pull up to my local fucking Stop and Shop or whatever the hell, bro. Like, can they just be at my Stop and Shop and my BJ's, bro? That'd be pretty
And
nice.
even filmed a short film with Kai that would blow up across the internet. After his visit in America, Ray returned to Taiwan. But he wasn't the same. After America, something had shifted.
If any of AMP just happens to perhaps watch the stream, come to Boston. Come to Boston.
He wasn't just the funny kid from Japan anymore. He was someone people looked forward to seeing. Someone fans searched for in clips, commented about in chat, and started following in real time. Fans had started to like Ray more and more. They weren't just watching for Kai. They wanted Ray. They wanted more streams, more moments, more of the kid who somehow made everything feel authentic. So back in Taiwan, Ray did something simple. He started streaming. No big production, no crew. Just Ray, a webcam,
Hold
and
up.
his bedroom. He'd sit in front of his computer, sometimes with a plate of food,
I thought I heard something.
Sometimes mid-homework, and just talk about school, about Kai, about nothing. And people tuned in. Because even when he was alone, Ray made the internet feel like a group chat with your funniest friend. Now his streams pulled in thousands, not because of high production or fancy edits, but because he was something special. Learning a new language is hard, not just academically, but emotionally. It's like trying to build a bridge with pieces you barely understand and hoping it doesn't collapse when people start walking across. Every sentence is a puzzle, every word a risk. You're not just trying to communicate, you're trying to belong. For most people, moving to a new country means years of struggle.
Sponsor? Huh.
Years of getting laughed at, misunderstood, ignored. It takes time to pick up the rhythm of a new language, the tone, the slang, the sarcasm, and even then, it doesn't guarantee you'll ever feel like you truly fit in. Imagine showing up in a new country, and suddenly, everything you know, your language, your jokes, your instincts, none of it translates. Your thoughts get stuck. Your voice feels smaller. You're surrounded by people, yet somehow more alone than ever. You want to speak, but the words aren't ready. You want to connect, but you don't know how. But Ray was different. Because even though his English was basic, broken even, he still fit in. He matched the vibe. He didn't understand every word, but he understood energy. He could mirror the room, read the tone, react to emotion instead of grammar. That's something no textbook can teach. He wasn't fluent, but he was present. And that made him feel familiar, like someone you already knew, even if he spoke differently. With Kai
made
on
it more
his
funny
side,
too,
Ray
bro.
didn't just learn English, he
The very fact that he his English is broken as fuck made it more funny, especially with that other guy who we roomed with during streaming
absorbed
university. That
it.
shit was
He
hilarious.
picked it up the way a younger brother copies an older one. He echoed the crew, repeated what he heard, word for word, sentence for sentence. If Kai said it, Ray said it. If AMP joked about it, Ray memorized it. It was fast, unfiltered, real, and that's what made it work. But that kind of learning, raw imitation, comes with risk. Because when you're learning in real time, in a language you don't fully understand, sometimes the words you pick up aren't the ones you're supposed to repeat.
You black bucket! Shut your up!
The internet clipped it instantly. The backlash came fast. It was one of those moments where everything pauses and then explodes. And yeah, it looked bad. But can you really blame him? When you're learning a language by immersion, surrounded by streamers, memes, and Twitch culture, how do you know where the line is? You don't. You mimic, you adapt, you say what gets laughs, you say what the people around you say. Ray didn't grow up with American context, he grew into it. And sometimes that means learning things the hard way. Ray wasn't trying to be someone else. He wasn't faking it. He was just trying to keep up, trying to speak like the people around him, trying to find his place in a world that moved fast and didn't wait. And as he repeated the phrases, copied the tone, mirrored the humor, something started to happen. He didn't just learn the language, he picked up the rhythm, the slang, the cadence, the jokes, and over time, it changed the way he spoke. It changed the way people saw him. Soon, people started calling him Raekwon. At first, it was a joke, something said on stream to get a laugh. But like most jokes, it carried a bit of truth. Because this kid from Taiwan, the one who barely spoke English when he showed up, wasn't just participating anymore. He was blending in, effortlessly, naturally. He didn't just understand the words, he understood the vibe. And that made all the difference. When people become famous, it always comes with a price. And for Ray, it was no different. From the outside, it might have looked easy. One day he was a student in Taiwan, the next he was
I wonder, he was at the fucking that basketball game. Is Ray actually nasty? I didn't watch any of that game.
streaming in America, flying across the world, gaining followers by the thousands. But what people don't see is the weight that comes with that kind of rise. The comments, the assumptions, the quiet resentment. Because no matter how many people loved him, there were still plenty who weren't convinced. People who looked at him and didn't see talent. They saw luck. They said he was just in the right place at the right time. Just another random kid who stumbled into someone else's spotlight.
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, I swear. Like, he has an amazing personality, right? And that's what draws people. But maybe he would have blown up on his own. But if he hadn't met Kai, it for sure would not have been this fast.
The narrative
Let's
was
be
simple.
honest.
He's only famous because of Kai. It's no different than sports. Think about your favorite athlete. The icons, the ones who changed the game. Every single one of them had someone behind the scenes. A coach,
Yeah.
a mentor, someone who
I
pushed
mean,
them.
Regardless of whether Kai is the one who put him on or not, who fucking cares, bro? Because like he's up now. What are you gonna do about it? Like people will hate. Like regardless of how he got up, he's up.
Challenged them, guided them. That mentor didn't make them great. They just helped bring it out. And with Ray, it was no different. Kai saw something in him. Not just a funny kid, not just someone to tag along for content. From that very first moment in Tokyo outside a 7-Eleven, with the stream live and the energy chaotic, something clicked. Ray wasn't trying to go viral. He wasn't chasing the camera. He was just being himself. Awkward, excited, real, and somehow that worked. There was something magnetic about it. The way he matched Kai's rhythm without trying. The way he carried himself with a kind of natural awareness that didn't need polish or perfection. He felt real, not manufactured, not over-rehearsed. Just a kid in the right place, doing the right thing, because it came naturally. And that's rare. That's not something you can teach or script or fake. That's instinct. That's presence. Kai recognized it instantly. That's why he didn't just take a photo and move on. That's why he let Ray stay. That's why he brought him in, on stream, into the crew, and eventually, into the culture. Because Kai didn't make Ray special. He just gave the world a chance to notice what he already saw. So, yeah, Ray got help. But help only matters if there's something worth helping. And from day one, Ray proved that he wasn't just riding a wave. He was the wave. Success for most people.
I mean, and that's basically the moral of the story, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ray though. Like, we love Ray, but Ray's fucking hilarious. And it's amazing for him that he got lucky and met Kai. So it is what it is. If for the people who are hating, that's again, that's the internet. Like, people are bored as fuck, so there's not much you can do about that. If you're watching this on YouTube, pull up to the Twitch streams. I ain't gotta say it that often, but I will say it every video. But take care, stay blessed. I love you. God loves you.